Hello, 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 hello. So today's episode is brought to you or sponsored by Impact Material by Impact Interior Material. Thank God I got that out. Impact for all of your interior material needs. If you go patronize and grab something from them, let them know that KP sent you. So Impact is one of the baddest interior material supply companies that there is in the business. So y'all go patronize them. And today's episode is Steve Davis. I'm gonna go ahead and pull him on, so I know to maximize the full hour. Hey, young man, how are you?
All right, how's it going?
Oh man, I ain't gonna do no complaining. It won't do one bit of good. So first, I want to tell you thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk to us and answer the fans' questions. Whether you know it or not, it's been a long time coming. These people been on me to get you on my show.
That's crazy.
So, like I said, thank you for sitting down talking to us today.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll start off with one of my questions and then I'll get right into the fans' questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So tell us how long you have been doing what you do.
What part?
So, okay. Well, let me back up. Tell us what all you do. How about that? When it comes to the car,
Just about everything.
what's just about everything?
Paint, body, welding, interiors, wire. Just about everything.
So the only thing you don't really do is what, motors?
I can swap motors. I don't build them though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can take
So
them.
you like you pretty much like a jack of all trades.
Yeah, I do just a little bit of everything.
All right. So because what I like to do is I like to prep. If if I don't know someone personally, I like to go through and see what all they do. I know when I was looking at your like the deck lids you build and the center consoles and the kick panels and all those things.
Yeah.
I was like, this man do some bad work.
Oh yeah. Fabrication. Yeah.
How long you been doing that?
2019, 20. That's when I started for real, for real.
Mm-hmm. So before you were just what, playing around with it?
Before I couldn't grasp it. I was like, I'm gonna just try and try and try. And then when I got here in 2019, I was like, I think that's what I'm gonna do because I know this here they're not big on it. So I was like, yeah, I might can make it out here.
So where were you before?
Well, before this, I was in Kansas, Fort Riley, Kansas. Yeah, it was terrible.
And you were in the
Yeah,
military?
yeah.
So you said, okay, in 2019, 2020, you said, okay, I'm going to take this serious.
Yeah.
So what did your family have to say about that? Okay, you going to do what? You just got out of the military. You going to do what?
I got out in March of this year, though.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I was practicing all that time, 2019 to now.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. You talking about you was practicing. I saw your work.
I was still practicing.
I saw your work, and I don't know. I mean, practice. I don't know if it looked like practice to me. It looked like like you can go head to head with some of the.
Oh yeah. Now I got the equipment now. At first I was by hand everything, so I could. People think it's a team right now. It ain't no team. It's just one person.
So what made you decide to do that?
Well, one person.
No, what made you decide to just go with the cars things? Because you was in the military doing something totally different. What made you go with the car? Go work with working.
But I've been messing with cars like since I was a kid, baby, Hot Wheels, since Hot Wheels. So I ain't never. I just kept messing with it. And then I was picking up on each and everything. With this one, the fabrication interiors, it was like the stuff that can't nobody else do. So that's why I was like on that more.
Hmm. So now, fast forward to from 1920, you got out of the military. What's been the hardest thing with dealing with the cars for you?
Parts, waiting on parts, waiting on parts. Uh, Staying on schedule. I can't even make a schedule now because you don't never know what's gonna happen. So I just tell you like, be patient and I'll give you money back because I mean that'll be out of my control.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you plan for something take 2 weeks, it take 2 months because you're waiting on something and you got to work around everybody and everything. So I just one day at a time with all of it.
And what about how do you balance your shop life and your personal life?
I was just telling my wife, I was like, this taking over my whole life. I'm finna have to do something about this. Something gotta happen.
And you just started, really.
Yeah, with the commercial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jesus Christ. This need a cutoff.
You know, one thing though that I have, because I really believe in giving people their flowers while they're here, right? One thing that I can really say about anybody who I have heard talk about you, they like, you know what? I really like Steve, and he's a really humble guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you find that a lot in this car work.
Some people tell me the exact opposite. I'm like, man, I know I'm pretty cool.
So they tell you what?
They don't tell me, but they tell other people.
What's some funny stuff that you've heard about yourself?
I'm a scammer. I hear that every day from all them scam pages.
So the scam pages call you a scammer.
People call me a scammer because of scam pages. Other business and everything. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. I ain't got time to scam. Why would I?
You know what you gotta do? You gotta make sure you have you ever looked on a scam page and seen your work and like, really?
Yeah, all the time. Like I just be scrolling on TikTok and something I did years ago would pop up. I'd be like, Jesus Christ, this stuff is everywhere.
Yeah, you know what you gotta, I don't know if you do it now, but it's you gotta make sure you put your watermark on like somewhere where they can't crop it out. Right in the middle.
They put watermarks on top of watermarks.
So you've seen your work, they put a watermark on top of your watermark?
Yeah.
Now that's crazy.
Yeah, it's out of
I put mine right in the middle. Hey, if you do, you better put your watermark on top of it.
Yeah, it's out of control.
So
Crazy.
what's your favorite part about dealing with the cars?
The end.
Yeah.
The end.
And done?
The end and the audio.
You do music too?
Yeah.
Dang. What don't you do when it comes to cars?
I don't like painting because I don't got time to mess up. So, if you don't got the temperature right, the right activator, or you get some bad material, you mess up, you just start over. I don't like starting over.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. But I can do it, though.
It sounds like you a one-stop shop.
No. Only for my own cars. No. Up there, just fabrication, upholstery, and wiring. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Anything else is my own cars.
So if somebody wanted you to take in their car, what do they need to do to contact you?
It really just depends on what it is, because some stuff it'd be like, because I don't work around. Like some people like, don't worry about that, this. And some stuff I just can't work around because if something happens, then you're going to bring it right back to me because I was the last one. So really, on Instagram, send many pictures as they can because there's people that drive 2, 3, 4 hours and then I don't want to look at the car and be like, no, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me on Instagram or Gmail and I'll send them my number. Well, I post the phone number now, so they can just call me, text, whatever.
And I see now you're hiring.
Yeah, I tried. I'm about to go back to just being alone. Yeah, it ain't working.
So what's the biggest challenge of being a one-stop shop?
Find help, reliable help.
Yeah.
And then it's a different help and somebody that like it. Like people just want a job. I'm like, I got more into this. It's more than a job. It's really fun, but some people just need a job. So they're like, yeah, I know how to do it, but it's different. Yeah, it go.
That's a lot of guys' story though. It's a lot of shops cannot find help.
Yeah, I think after my term up, that's it. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Somebody said, "Are you willing to train someone?"
Nah, not no more. It's everything costs too much. I can't pay them, let them mess up, and still, it's I'm gonna be losing money 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
You go to school though, pay to go to school. You'll have like a general starting point, but as far as starting from scratch at a shop, I don't know nobody doing that no more because everything costs too much.
Yeah, that's true. So you said now you're waiting on parts a lot. Do you have the customers order their parts or have their parts when they come to you, or how does that work?
This last week, I just said I'm buying up everything because I don't got the space to wait. So if I'm waiting on a part or a car is supposed to be out, then I just can't make no money for the week. I'm glad I got a shop at home because if anything change, I can just go home and do something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just said, they could bring stuff that I don't have to troubleshoot if something happened. But electronics real limited to what you can bring. Any wires and cables, I don't supply and everything because I can't really go backwards. I can't warranty certain stuff. Some wires burn up. People don't know that. So they try to use the cheapest stuff they can find or the most local stuff they can find. And it's like, next year you're gonna have a problem with that. So I use what I would use in my car. So if I want to put it in my car, I want to put it in your car.
That makes sense. So when you first moved here, you said you moved here in what, 19 or 20?
Yeah, I was 19.
Mm-hmm. So was it hard for you to get started, or was it just an easy transition?
As soon as I got here, I ain't had none of my cars. I was just here. And I think I just seen his name, Mason. He was like, hey, you could take my car. I was like, damn. Yeah, he in here. I see him. Comment. He's like, yeah, you could play with my car. I was like, damn, all right, that's cool. And then I started making videos with his car. Give me some AutoZone speaker wire.
They say you want to order, they'll just use some AutoZone speaker wire.
Nah, that car can't come inside. Then keep it outside.
So, do you get them a list on what needs to be ordered, or do you prefer to order everything yourself?
I used to do them lists. People be like scam me though, so they'll like say, all right, give me a list. I'll get everything. Next week, I see somebody else doing a car. I'm like, I ain't doing that shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be like, yep. If you want to do it, you send me some money and I'll get partial what I need or enough to get started. But as far as sending the list, I don't do that no more.
And so when you take in the car, is it like they have to give you like a deposit or half of the money, or how does that work?
I'm still figuring out my numbers, really.
Mm-hmm.
I try to say, like, if it's a car I already did some stuff before, I just say, like, get all your small stuff done before the car comes. That way I won't have your car super long.
Right.
But he said, after spending $50K, you got to cut corners. Nah. That's how accidents happen. Stuff go wrong. Cars burn up. You can't cut no corner. You just wait.
Oh, this is a good question. One of the questions the fans asked was, how does it feel to be one of the youngest in charge?
Man, everybody think I'm super young. I ain't that young though. I'm 29. Like, I ain't that young. Like if I was like
that ain't super young.
Nah. I know some people out here like 20, 22, 23, they getting it. I'm like, dang, I wish I was that age again.
Yeah, but not on your level and not doing what you're doing.
Nah, they come. I mean, shoot. I'm like, damn, if I was 20, I couldn't grasp some of the stuff I couldn't grasp. Because I wasn't like, I don't know. That's why I probably just kept hitting at everything. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna double back. I'm gonna go at it again. I'm gonna go at it again. But I mean, it's some people that know the stuff now at 20. I'm like, damn, I wish.
Yeah, but look at technology. Like technology keeps progressing.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stuff that they're gonna know. Like how when we was young, these little kids walking around with iPads that we didn't, you know.
Yeah, my kid, he said you is young.
He's right. You said 29. I was like, he don't think 29 young.
Yeah, time be going so fast. I think I need to leave this alone.
If you did leave it alone, what would you do?
I still do it just to my own car. Just to my own stuff.
So do you ever wish you just wouldn't have even took on doing this?
It's fun. It's really fun to somebody making that fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just be enjoying life, like, cause I know what it feel like to work a job that I ain't like. So to do something I like every day is like cool to somebody making that fun. Really.
That was me. I worked for the bank for 16 years, and then I left last year. Stepped out on faith. I was like, I hate it. I made great money, but I hated it.
I ain't even make great
money. Oh, it was the worst working at I swear. I was like, even on my hard days now, I'm like, you know what? I'm all right.
Yep,
you know?
Man, you could really be in 0 degrees eating MREs. Like, it's basically packaged food. I'm like, this ain't too bad.
Right.
Like, I might work from dark to dark, but I'm doing what I want. And if I want to, I could just stop and just, I need to take a nap, or I can go home and wash up or sit down. But I know that job I couldn't do nothing I wanted to do.
Thank you, I appreciate it. What's one thing that has happened since you've been doing the work with the cars that you was like, dang, I'm out here killing it. Like, oh my God.
All the celebrities hit me. I'm like, dang. Like, it's a celebrity car that I touched. I was like, wow, they at my house. Whoa. I didn't post the car, but I was like, dang, I might be going somewhere.
Right. Right. You know what? One of the one things I love about being in this car world, because me, I sell G-body parts too. Yeah. So the people that hit me up on the page, I'd be like, oh. When a celebrity reach out and like, hey, I need.
Yeah. I see a check mark. Well, sometimes, because you could be a check mark from being social media famous or being on a TV show. But when real celebrity, I'd be like, what the hell? They ain't have no manager. I'd be like, damn. How the hell you famous?
I be thinking, oh, this got to be a scam page, because this can't be this person hitting me up.
Oh, is this the real?
And then they come follow you, and you like,
they be like, I might be doing something.
Right, I'm on the right track.
Yeah, that's what I said. I might be doing something. In the question.
Now I can tell you from looking at your work, I was like, wow, this is crazy. Your work is amazing. And even though you don't think you're young, you are very young to be doing such amazing work. Because a lot of the guys who are doing what you're doing, I won't say they old, but I will say they a lot more up in age. I'm not going to call the guys old because they my friends. So they don't, But a lot of them are a lot more up in age, and you're just still in your 20s.
I'm still learning, though. I'm learning. I got to wait.
Yeah, but to look at the work, we wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah. I catch on fast. Probably because I just keep. So if I see something that, like, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, basically, I learn off everything that I do. So if I do something today, I would try to make it better tomorrow. Or if I did something yesterday, 2 days ago, and I did it again, something similar, I try to make it twice better than I did the last time. So that's what I'm shooting for.
That mean if I need to get anything made, I need to go on and get it while you're still learning, before you get like 100% accurate on it, so I can kind of get like a little bit of a discount.
So to me, I gotta follow it. I'm good enough to a lot of people, but for me, that's why I want to answer this question real quick. No, I ain't finished my wife's bill yet. We got piles of parts. I just ain't ready because I know if I start, I'm gonna want to just go. So I'm going on and off, jumping between other people's cars and her car. But my car, I don't care. I could do something today on my car and not touch it for 6 months because it's mine. But her car, I want to just kind of work on straight out.
That's a lot of you guys' issue. Y'all got cars and y'all cars never get done because y'all always working on other people's cars.
Yep, and I'm just finding people that I'm like, all right, I'll send my car. I can find, like, there's somewhere I spend a lot of money here and got. I'm like, man, fuck this. The car just sit before I keep losing money like this.
Right.
There's some people out here, there's some characters out here, some actors.
So I used to would tell people where to take their cars. I don't do that no more.
To say, I can't recommend you to nobody.
Yeah.
Because if I ain't that person, then I don't know what's gonna happen to you. I mean, people seem cool on the internet, but that don't be them. There's a lot of people.
Nah, and the thing is, the experience that Steve had with this person might not be the experience that I have with this person.
Yep, that too.
So if I tell them to take their car, they're going to come back to me and be like, hey, Pete, you told me to take my car to Steve, and he ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, you know what, I'm going to stay out of that.
Makes sense.
So if there was somebody that was looking to get into the car world and doing, working on cars or doing what you do, what would be a piece of advice you would give them?
I tell everybody that asks me, go take a class or go to school, because you will save a lot of money and time just going to school, going to a class. Like, you could take a class in 2 days and catch on to something that you've been trying to figure out for 3 years. But say if you just 3 years and then you had 4 years and 5 years and you never went to class, that's a lot of time and money that you just missed by not going to school or taking a class. You got Udemy, YouTube, all the social media people that get classes, mobile solutions, car audio fabrication on YouTube. It's every avenue is a way to learn how to do it without spending money. At least have a general aspect of it. So I always see people, they be like, man, why you just can't tell me? I'm like, what the hell? I can't. It's not something I can just explain. They go, no, you just don't want to tell me. I'm like, all right, if that's what you got from that, then okay. I'm sorry.
But you didn't go to school. You trying to tell them to learn from your mistakes?
Yeah, I wish I would have went to school because I've been way farther than I am now if I would have went to school. I ain't had an opportunity though because my job. Too much of nothing. When I got out of work, I was getting ready to go to work. Sometimes I didn't. That was 9.5 years straight. I barely could take time off. Like, I had so many days at the end. I almost had a whole season off of paid days off. Like, I'm like, man, y'all better go to school. Man, it feels that easy. I'm like, it is that easy. You just don't know it's that easy. As I see it, I be like, damn, I wish I could go there. I wish I could have went there. Plenty of things I done wrote down and requested. Nope, you can't go. We going here. Oh, God, dang. What can I do? Jesus Christ. I just want my life back.
So you was in the military for 9.5 years?
Yep, 18.
Ooh.
I was gone.
How was that experience?
It was cool at first. Then it just got irritating. I was like, I'm cool. The time, always being gone. We didn't. Everybody think military get paid a lot of money. I ain't get paid that much. So I don't know what other people would make. I'm like, people gotta be making different money. I mean, you make enough to live and live decent, but I ain't making enough to have fun. My fun is expensive. So I was like, man, I'm cool. I'll just take my chances.
So, do you have any people in the car, doing in the car world that you like really look up to and you like, oh man, you know, now I'll give you an example. Back in the days, I used to watch East Coast Riders.
Yep.
So I love Murph.
That's what I was just gonna say. I got a person for like every lane.
Right.
Yeah.
So later in the years, of course, I love Murph. You know, you will see your Primos, you will see your, you know, the different people. So as time progressed and I got deeper into the car world, Murph became my friend. And I'm like, oh my God, you can kill me now. Like, this is my friend.
I already know.
So you have any of those people?
Yeah, I got a person for every lane. So with motors it was Murph, but I was watching East Coast Rider and all that stuff. Like when it was DVDs, I think I got one still. Like I was like, dang, I ain't even like being in the city. I didn't even know like, oh, this is the other side of the world. They doing like this. I didn't even know at the time because I was young. I'm like, dang, I know what I'm doing when I get older, stuff like that. So with the motors, it was him. With interiors, I didn't even know like there was a thing to like 1920. That's when I started following Debo Customs on Instagram, and then we test bud now. Like that's my big brother now. Stitch by Slick on the interiors. Kato's Custom Upholstery on the interiors. Let's see on the music. What's his name? Basin Semi. I don't know if you heard of him. DJ's Audio. And now he watching me. I'm like, damn, you friend. Who else on the music? Of course, family members, but they weren't on the internet. With the paint, Spraywood Customs. I be looking at College Park all the time on paint.
That's who's painting my car, College Park.
I already know. CTE, BLE, they both well, one in Chattanooga, one in Memphis. What else? Welding. I just follow everybody who weld because people don't know the level of skill and patience and time you have to put in the welding. Like, and then it's 4 different. You got MIG, TIG, flux core, stick. Like something people don't even know like about welding. They just say, "Oh yeah, you charge too much. It's so much to go into welding. It's crazy." I just follow anybody on welding because I know they ain't easy. I just get props all the time. So paint, music, motors. I think that's about it. And then carpenters. I follow a lot of carpenters.
Yeah, because I watched some of the stuff you did. I was like, oh man, you can take one piece of board and turn it into all that stuff.
That's what I tell people. And then just think about this too. Say if it's a console or something like a big console, you got this one piece, or really you start off with like 5 pieces, and then turn to like 30 pieces, and then every piece get touched with like 5 different tools. They be like, hey, it don't take that long. I'm like, okay, you just do it yourself then.
Right.
But I like it, and I got the patience for it. So everybody ain't got the patience for it either. So I always tell people, you got money or you got time. It's like you pick.
Right. So where do you see your business in the next 3 to 5 years?
I might be done. I already told you. So I don't know.
Saying that
I'm dead serious because I don't got no help. So I can't be a slave to the game.
Right.
Just go social media route and still have fun with it instead of calling people and steady answering the phone and running around all day like a chicken with the head cut. I can't live my life like that. So I'm gonna go back and have fun like I would.
So you're 29. You already about to retire a second time.
Hey, I'm gonna still be doing
it. You retired from the military. Now you probably retired from doing people cars.
I just do it all by myself. It's a lot of work. A lot of people don't know that though. But I try to take my best I can, make sure I do it like it's mine. And some people understand it, some people don't. And I just can't deal with no frustrated person and people that don't understand. Because if they don't understand, then of course they're gonna think like you lying or he just don't want to do it. Some people understand like I still gotta make money. Like I just can't sit and do this thing all day. That's why I say I'm still figuring out my numbers. Because if I charge hourly, I would probably have no customers. Because they don't
Right.
understand how long it takes.
I see you put up something saying what it is hourly and then what it is on the weekend, the weekend rates. I was like, ooh, that's a lot. Hopefully it don't take that long, whatever they want.
Some stuff do. That's what I'm telling people, like, you don't know you're getting a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said he been solo over 20 years. Sound by the pound. He said he been solo over 20 years.
That's what's up.
Yeah. It's a lot, I know. And I think like most of the guys that I know, of course they started off solo, but as they grew, as their popularity grew, as their work progressed, they started to hire people. And a lot of them have the same issues that you have, how to, keeping good people, and then irate customers. And I until I got really deep into the car world, I didn't really know the level of how it goes when it comes to those irate customers. Like some of them really, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like.
Do you have any horror stories? Well, maybe not horror stories, but, and I know you probably can't say the name, but do you have like a bad customer experience and that you want to tell us about?
I'm still fresh, so if I say the story, people will know. So I don't even want.
You ain't got none from years and years and years ago.
Nah, I do got good stories on YouTube though. So the people who follow me on YouTube, they know about them stories.
Okay. So what's your YouTube? Is it the same as your Instagram?
It's SCS now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that link is in your bio?
Yeah, it is. It's in the link tree.
Okay. So if outside of right now, are you backed up through when are you able to take any work now, or are you backed up for a while?
Quick work, I take quick work all the time. That's my priority. The car is second, unless it's hourly.
What's considered quick work?
Consoles, back decks, kick panels, dashes, digital dashes, quick wiring, or any wiring. Stuff that don't take like a week.
Okay. And do you have like those things that's already done? Like, do you have consoles and stuff that's already made that you just sell, or do you make them as ordered?
It's made to order, but I'm on the machine now, so like somebody place an order tonight, I could be in the computer, finish it, done, go in there in the morning, or I can go tonight and let the machine cut for me. Mm-hmm.
So technically, if you had to do, let's say you had to do a console, how quick could you do that?
It depends on what it is and how the size of a small one, a day or two. But it depends. Because if it's a lot of stuff that go in it, and it got lights, it got words, then that's like multiple apps, multiple machines, there ain't gonna be no day or two. Okay. So it really just depends.
Outside of going to school, what's something else that you wish you would have known before you got into business?
I wish I would have had like people always ask me, what's the blueprint? And I'm like, I wish it was a blueprint. Ain't no blueprint. So like somebody or a book or something that you could read or drop down. All right, you get your lease, then you do this or your electric, your trash, your insurance, your material. This what you need to upcharge. Like in black business, we can't upcharge on nothing. Nobody wants you to make no money on nothing, not even labor. I'm like, God damn, how you supposed to? Like, Walmart don't buy this chicken for $13 and sell it to us for $13. God damn. You don't supposed to make no money. It's like, geez. That's why I say I'm still figuring it out.
Somebody said that, I think I saw a post that that one of the guys made the other day, and they were saying that they need to be able to get the parts. And people want to try to buy all their parts at penny pinch and don't want you to make one dime on anything that you do. So from now on, they was like, they just gonna start getting all the parts. They're not gonna allow the person to get the parts for them because they really just trying to penny pinch and cut you out from making any type of
It
money.
makes sense though, because people don't understand. As soon as I start taking longer than I expected on one car, I'm like, dang, I don't even got the space to take.
I can't hear you. I don't know what happened.
You hear me now?
Yes.
All right, so I say like, it's been twice. Well, I let people order their parts, or they order the wrong thing, or then order everything, and you just at a dead spot. Like, you can't make no money. I don't know, like, it depends on the amount of space you have, too. And then where you at, because some places you can't work outside. Some places you can't do certain things. Like, you can't do nothing outside, like nothing, zero. And if you're at a dead spot, you might want to close the door so you get your parts. Because the house to still be there.
He said if you got your own parts, you might as well work on your own.
Hey,
work on your own.
I just learned that lesson. I'm like, man, I'm troubleshooting used stuff. I cannot ever do that again because I lost a lot of time. It wasn't nothing personal. It was just a lesson learned.
So do you also build things for like other shops and stuff?
All the time. All the time. A lot of glass work, a lot of fab work.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to do when it comes to the car?
Just work on my own car in general. It don't matter what it is.
Hey man, listen. You ain't been working on your own car.
Yes.
So we're gonna just let that go.
In the last month, I worked on my car a lot. That's why I just can't be a slave to this. So I've been having a little fun.
So if you get away from working on other people's cars, what would you do next?
Full-time YouTube on my cars, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, just all the platforms.
You know, that's a great avenue now. You know, a lot of people don't understand. I think some people grasp it, but some people don't understand how much YouTubers and TikTokers and even Facebook and Instagrammers make. People really don't understand that.
I already know. I seen firsthand. Shoot. So I made my money this month on YouTube than in my shop. So I'm like, waiting on parts.
Listen, my homeboy showed me, this was before my page was where it is now. My homeboy showed me what he made 1 month off Instagram. I said, oh, I got to step my game up.
Instagram ain't hitting like that.
His is.
Man, like $130, $150. I'm like, yeah, that ain't it. I'm gonna keep pushing though.
Yeah, because it all plays a part, and a little bit is better than nothing. That's how I feel.
I just pile them up, add up, shoot. I'm cool with it.
Right.
Got a lot of
right. $100 at least buy you some lunch, some dinner or something.
Lunch, gas, and some car parts.
So what would you like for your followers and fans and supporters to know about Stevie?
I'm about to start working on my own cars.
Don't say that no more. We don't want it.
It's about to get crazy. I always said it, but shoot, if anybody know me, they can know from my YouTube. This is like the most consistent I've been in the last 3 years. I'm dead serious. It's about to get crazy.
So you gonna let everybody else go on about their business, and you just gonna work on your own car?
No, I just gotta have set hours at the new shop. That's all.
So you gonna have what, selective clientele?
No, anybody can still come, but like I said, I just ain't working around certain stuff. And this certain stuff, get to you, so you get that.
You said, talk about how folks try to get close to you so they can get the buddy discount.
Yeah, I nipped that shit early. If you ain't been messing with me, then you ain't messing with me. Yep. So
makes sense.
Yeah, nah, ain't really no new people getting close. It's over.
Somebody said don't do it. They don't want you to just work on your own car.
Shit. The time has come.
You ain't even been doing it that long.
Yeah, I ain't had an opportunity. I just got free this year. I feel like I just got out of jail. Like,
Jail.
I mean, yeah, man, shoot, it was rough.
And you love working on the car.
Yeah, it'd be fun to somebody making that fun.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because you know what? Customers can be so crazy. Like, they'll bring you something and think that you could just snap your finger and it be done.
Yeah,
I
but
saw that firsthand a lot.
with some stuff, but it'd be a block of time. Like if I plan on being on your car from this time to this time, that time up. Now I'm really losing now because I'm still on it. So everybody telling people like, yeah, I can get money back, but they don't want their money back. I'm like, so I mean, so you gonna wait? You only got 2 hours. That's it. Do nothing else. What you want me to do?
Right. So is there anything else that you want us to know?
That's it, really.
Please
I'm
don't say
still
you're finna start working on your own cars again. Don't say that.
just learning more stuff, really. Still learning. Every day is a learning experience. Every day. Learn something new. Literally. Every day. Every day. Just keep learning and keep going. Try to get faster and better. Like people are like, oh, you good. I'm like, nah. It don't never stop. Because if you stop and then get complacent, then that's your level. So I'm just gonna keep going. Keep learning more stuff.
Well, Steve, I appreciate you. I know you was just now getting off work. So I appreciate you sitting down to answer the questions. And you know, you welcome back anytime, you know, you can come if you want to just drop in, or you know, if you got something to say, or you doing something, you're welcome to just let me know, and you can come on and promote whatever you got going on. You're always welcome to do that here.
Okay, I got you.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a good night.
You too. No problem.
Guys, if y'all missed any of today's episode, make sure you go check out the replay on YouTube. I think we have one more show this year, and then we'll be moving into the 2023 season, which will be officially our 4th year doing the show. I think 4th year. Yeah, 4th year doing the show. So I wanted to let you guys know I really, really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I know I won't get to see or talk to you guys before Christmas, so I want everyone to have a Merry Christmas and enjoy, but be safe. Y'all have a good night.